Okay, we have more Doctor Who today.
Yeah, it's been, well, before our little break, actually,
Yes.
since we last watched an episode, The Caretaker. Since then, the new season has actually started.
It has.
Season 1.
Yes. Yeah. Some good, some not as good from what you've been saying.
It's been mostly okay, but yeah, some have been better than others, of course. Yeah, we'll get there eventually.
Yeah.
For the record, we're not going to be putting season or episode numbers on anything like we have ever done. We've never put numbers on for that reason.
Yeah.
Like our videos,
Mm.
they just have the name of the episode.
Yeah, okay.
We don't put numbers on. For the new one, you could do season 1/series 14/season 40.
Ooh.
And because they put the Christmas special, they usually, like, that was its own thing. And then when episode 1 of the new series came out, they moved the Christmas special to episode 1.
Oh, they made it
So-
part of the season.
So the first episode of the season is actually the second episode. So it could have 3 different numbers for the season,
Goodness me.
or 2 different numbers for the episode. So there's so many combinations.
Yeah.
Anyway,
This is
this
confusing.
episode is the one after the last one.
Is it 7 episodes?
I have no idea. It's whatever is after the last one. Is after the Caretaker.
Okay,
I
let's...
don't know what number it is.
Okay, well, what matters is the story.
Exactly.
Let's watch it. Oh. Ah.
The man who normally helps, he's gone.
Mm.
We have 45 minutes to decide.
And we're back to the orange spacesuits as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Haven't seen them. Well, it was only last season. Was it Hyde?
I just know it wasn't that long ago.
No. By Peter Harness. Yeah.
She took your psychic paper. She's been using it as fake ID.
To go into museums?
No, to buy white lightning or alcopops or whatever.
I've no idea what you're talking about. What?
What is?
Doing what?
Throwing up.
Oh, hi,
Ah.
that was ages ago. How'd you like to be the first woman on the moon? That's special enough for you.
You alright?
Okay, that really is.
Yeah, you can't turn that.
Doctor!
Oh.
That would be way too easy.
What's wrong with my yo-yo?
Doctor, it goes up and down.
Bingo.
Oh, yeah.
We should all be bouncing about this camp.
She said that very
like
strangely.
fluffy
Doctor,
clouds.
it goes up and down.
Didn't really think
Like
of
a
it
yo-yo
as-
does. The Cybermen base is just over there. It's not a Cybermen base, it's a weather station, isn't it? The Cybermen base.
It's a moon base.
Yes.
Stop going to space. Nobody cared. Not until...
Oh.
Safe crisis.
Rena.
Oh.
Hey, Clara.
Okay, did not see what that was.
What the hell was that?
Duke, is that you?
I didn't sound anything like that.
Can you try and get the lights back on?
I think we'll find your radio.
Okay.
When I say run, run.
Who made you?
That's it. Yep. Oh no. Ah. The yo-yo capable of... Ooh. What?
Connie! It was 99% of hormone germs.
Good stuff, Courtney. Just don't try that at home, okay?
This is dangerous now.
It was dangerous before. Everything's dangerous if you want it to be. Eating chips is dangerous. Crossing the road's no way to live your life. Tell her. You're supposed to be teaching her.
Look, I have a duty of
What
care.
about eating chips
You know what
whilst
that is?
crossing
Of
the
course I
road?
know what a duty of care is.
Eating
What are you
chips or crossing the
suggesting?
road?
She's fine.
That's
Why?
very
What are you,
dangerous.
35?
15.
Yeah, there's lots of cars about.
Can I get reception?
Get in.
All that technology to not have at least one game on
The
it.
TARDIS must know some games.
We don't have
Yeah.
to stay, do we?
Where are the other three?
Oh.
It won't work.
Oh. Yep.
Where'd you come from? Maybe they've been there all the time. It's warmish. I love to fly. The TARDIS, get safe, get Courtney safe. I will be back.
No, Doctor!
Sure, it'll be okay.
Will he be back?
Putting some pictures on Tumblr.
No, Courtney, don't put any photos on Tumblr. My granny used to put things on Tumblr.
Today's the day, humankind.
Oh, yeah.
Where's the TARDIS?
That doesn't live under the moon. That is the moon.
What the hell are you talking about?
The moon isn't breaking apart. The moon is hatching. The moon's an egg.
Okay.
Doctor, I'm sorry. I want to come back, okay? I want to help.
Some DVDs on the bookshelf. Just stick one into the TARDIS console. That'll bring you to me. Make sure you hang on to the console, otherwise
Like
the
in
TARDIS
Blink.
will leave you behind.
So,
Oh!
I am asking you for help.
Listen, we went to dinner in Berlin in 1937, right? We didn't nip out after Putin and kill Hitler. I've never killed Hitler. And you wouldn't expect me to kill Hitler. Some decisions are too important not to make on your own.
Doctor! Doctor! Doctor!
He's already made his decision.
Prat.
Oh, that was precise.
No internet, no mobiles. I'd be fine with that. It's not going to just stop being there. Can we broadcast on this?
Who are you?
School trip. Can we broadcast on this? We should kill the creature. Turn your lights off.
Oh, wow. A vote
What do you
through
think? You should take the chance.
lights.
Yeah. But we're only be able to see half of it.
That's true. Yeah. Well, it's
Maybe
maybe the
it's-
side we can see.
Yeah.
On Earth that is visible to us.
Only Europeans get a say.
Yeah.
Maybe it's the Pacific Ocean on the other side and it's just Hawaiians that don't get a say.
Oh. Is it turning? Very slowly.
Yeah, you'd have to wait a full day to get the whole...
Yeah, they've only got 31 minutes, 57 seconds.
It's the best they got. I also like the idea that she's broadcasting to potentially people that knew her. It's not that far in the future. Okay, that was my school teacher from... But she hasn't changed.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah.
Miss,
So lights off
9
was...
seconds.
Kill it.
you
Okay.
can't.
Sorry, girls.
Oh.
1, 2, 3, into the TARDIS.
What's happening?
Let's go have a look, shall we? Harmless.
Well, good.
Did you know?
And it's had no effect on
You made
anything.
your decision.
But
It laid a new egg. It's beautiful.
Come on, Courtney, off you go. Double geography.
Can we do it again?
Go, go, go. Chop, chop. Tell me what you knew, Doctor, else I'll smack you so hard you'll regenerate.
no.
I nearly got it wrong. That was you. My friend making me scared, making me feel like a bloody idiot.
Language.
Oh, don't you ever tell me to mind my language. Don't you ever tell me to take the stabilizers off my back. And don't you dare lump me in with the rest of all the little humans that you think are so tiny and silly and predictable.
Well,
Hey, now then.
what have you been up to?
Usual.
Okay.
Kill the moon. Which they did say.
Right. Huh.
What did you think of this episode? Roughly. Well, we'll go and have a little break, but go on. Just
Weird.
a weird episode. You could probably describe a lot of Doctor Who with that word. But yes, I get what you mean.
Weird for even by Doctor Who standards.
Yeah. Oh, I've got a yellow 6 there, I don't know if you can tell.
Oh, interesting.
What have you got?
Bit higher than me.
I've gone higher than you.
Yes.
Green 3.
Green
Okay.
3. Weird. Yeah.
Alright, you didn't
Okay.
like it.
I wasn't a fan. Again, I'm not. Again, just more sort of unsure than anything. Yeah.
I completely understand
Right.
why you feel that way.
Yeah. Yeah. Where do we start?
The moon is an egg.
Yeah, the moon is an egg. The living creature. Yeah.
So, about this and various other things about this episode, I don't remember a time before this episode where Doctor Who was ever quite so divisive. I'm sure it will have been,
Right.
but, you know, this is now a high internet age. This episode, how I remember it, is one of the first ever episodes that was, like, really controversial. A lot of people thinking, this is a classic, this is amazing, reviews loved it, like the official reviews loved it, went out, this is the worst episode it's ever been, I'm not watching Doctor Who anymore. I know people that have stopped watching Doctor Who because of this episode, personally.
Right. I mean, this doesn't make me want to stop watching. I want to. I want to continue right up to where we are now.
Yeah.
But it just. Yeah.
So, and I'm neither. I'm somewhere in the middle.
Yeah.
But I completely get both sides.
Yeah. It just. Yeah. It was so. I mean, on a basic level, it was so kind of dull.
Right. Okay.
I mean, I guess there's some interesting parts where they're like walking through the base and all that.
The
There's
spiders attack.
There's some
and-
moody parts.
Yeah.
That are kind of okay.
It's well directed. It's kind of. It looks quite good.
Yeah.
They filmed this in Lanzarote, all the moon segments.
Those like on outside the moon.
It's a volcano. Yeah.
I
In Lanzarote.
wouldn't have known that. I thought it was just all like a green screen set.
No.
Oh, interesting.
Well, so, I'm sure some of it was,
Yeah.
but they went to
Lanzarote.
volcano.
Right. Oh, I didn't tell. I couldn't tell. I honestly couldn't tell.
Maybe it wasn't as well made then. If you think that this is green screen, but actually they did go on
Gosh.
a location.
I don't know. Maybe if we watched it in higher quality.
Perhaps, yeah.
But yeah, I just thought, generally slow. The acting, like, it was very whispery.
Yeah.
The acting very whispery and...
It's probably, but I don't think it comes off quite right, some of the acting.
No, most of it.
Yeah.
You know, other than at the end, it just felt very off.
Yeah,
No
the
one
end
really-
is the best acting, maybe so in Doctor Who, like some of it, right?
So
But, yeah, which, and it's really, she's good. I was kind of smiling at that because thinking, they're good actors, these are good actors. Now we've got the good actors. But actually, even some of Clara's delivery earlier on was a bit, like with the yo-yo.
yeah, you said that right.
I think maybe it's more the line of dialogue there than the delivery.
Maybe.
Because why would you point that out about a yo-yo?
Mm.
When he's saying, what's wrong with my yo-yo?
It's
And
good.
she goes, it goes up and down. No. That's what a yo-yo does. That's not what's wrong with a yo-yo.
Yeah, that's a specific example.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think pretty much everyone wasn't that great
Yeah.
until at the very end.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, the main thing about this episode, though, is, all the discussion about whether or not to kill the moon.
Yes.
Um,
Which you didn't think was an interesting discussion. You said it was a dull episode.
well, I think the dullness mostly came from, the way it was acted as well.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
But yeah, I guess the controversy with this
Yeah.
is
Another of the controversies.
another.
Well, there's many reasons why this episode is
Yeah.
split.
Yeah, like all the discussion about whether or not to kill the moon,
Yeah.
it sort of gives a certain theme of, like, sort of, pregnancy and, like, you know, rights about whether or not,
No, you're
whether or not
absolutely
you
right.
should go through with it or...
It's not subtle.
No,
The writer claims it's an accident.
Really?
Yes.
Hmm.
And that wasn't the intention with the episode.
It seemed pretty on the nose at times, though.
I know, it's
Like,
an interesting one.
You know, the talk about babies and the thing saying aborted.
Yes.
Interesting, that wasn't intended.
Not to be
Okay.
such a direct parallel, no. And you can kind of... There are times when you can kind of tell that maybe that's not what it's going for. Like, there are certain bits where it's like, oh, that's not really the same thing at all. Because it's... Instead of one person's... You know, there's no mother.
No.
So it is like, well, okay, whose decision is it?
Yeah, I mean, one thing I was thinking is, is it just maybe an episode about just decision making generally? You know,
Yeah.
just
Responsibility.
Yeah, there we go.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I can get where they may be coming from in that that's not what the direct parallel is supposed to be. But also I get why people are, like, seeing it that way, 100%.
Yeah.
So it's like, and that's why I'm going sort of disappointed with it, because I think there's some really cool ideas here, delivered very boringly.
Yes.
And not as intended.
Yeah. Yeah. It kind of comes off as preachy. You know?
I get, yes.
Yeah, that's how it felt to me, is that it was more so, exclusively about getting the point across, I guess.
Yeah, that's what the Doctor is doing, and he even says, you know, I'm making you make the decision for yourself. It's like, and Clara even says, don't treat us like that, don't treat us like we're stupid. But it almost comes back on the audience then, as well, because you're supposed to relate to Clara, so you feel like you've been treated slightly stupid as well.
Okay, I didn't really get that.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's
That might be the reason why we feel preached at.
Well, that's why I went unsure. 'Cause
Yeah,
it just,
no, I get it.
It didn't feel... Yeah, I just didn't fully click with it.
I completely get it.
And it wasn't enjoyable. I
didn't like it.
I just didn't like it. The thing is as simple as that.
That's absolutely fair enough.
Yeah.
I understand.
Yeah, I don't necessarily think it's the worst thing ever, but I just didn't really like it.
But yeah, now I think there are redeeming elements, like you said, all of the bits, the bits that do the tension, with the germs sort of towards the beginning, and even the middle bit where they're being attacked and they discover that the germ killer can be used against it. There could have been a cool, like, Inferno type thing where they go around fighting off these germs with cleaner fluid, like with the fire extinguishers.
Yeah.
There could have been a really cool Inferno-like story here.
But it just wasn't.
But it wasn't.
When that happened, when we find out that the germ killer can kill these things, it's like, it's just like, interesting. I didn't really think much of it.
Yeah. They didn't make a point of that or use it ever again. It's just, Inferno is this, but way better. You could have done an Inferno but on the moon.
That would have been cool.
Which would have been really cool.
Yeah. So what other controversies were there with this?
The moon being an egg. In terms of a lot of people who like traditional sci-fi fans didn't like that because it's like so many problems with it as a scientific concept.
I was thinking that as well.
I don't really care about that.
Okay.
Personally.
Okay.
I don't. Doctor Who and science never has gone particularly well together.
I guess not.
And you look at the sort of stuff, maybe not so for you, but that Doctor Who does now, and this is nothing. This is really nothing compared to the kind of not sci-fi that Doctor Who does now.
Okay.
So it doesn't matter to me at all. The parallels with abortion, which we talked about as well. I think those are the main two. Forgive me if I've forgotten one. But yeah, this was really a divisive one when it came out.
Yeah.
I think maybe The End of Time before it came close, possibly, but this one was more a public divisiveness.
Yeah, because it's about something that's
Yeah.
real.
Yeah.
You know, it's not just whatever was
Yeah.
going on in End of Time.
Yeah.
You know, that's all Doctor Who stuff.
Correct.
But yeah, this is a bit more... Yeah, a little bit more... Not relatable, but in a sense.
Yeah.
Relatable to reality.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Side note, one of the astronauts that wasn't the main one that gets killed, I don't even know which one because I think he had basically no dialogue, was also in Death to the Daleks, Tony Asoba.
Okay.
Playing a... What are the robots called in Death? Not Death to the Daleks, Destiny of the Daleks. What are they called? The androids that they're fighting. I can't remember.
Which
the
Doctor is Destiny? Mono?
No, not the monoids, that's the Ark.
Oh, Mono!
That's a very long time
I
ago.
wasn't even thinking of that.
The Mavellans. That's it.
Okay. Yeah, that rings a
Magellan.
bell. Okay.
I had it there.
Novellans. All right. That was that.
That was Kill the Moon.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it did lay another moon immediately after.
It did, yeah.
So that would have prevented, like, the tides and things from going strange.
I suppose
From the
so.
sci-fi perspective.
It's all very convenient, though, isn't it? Again, I think this is another thing. Like, the other thing that I'm not sure about in this is that, and I've not seen anyone else mention this, the Doctor now apparently being able to just see other points in time when things change.
Oh. Yeah.
Like, at the end there, he just, like, sort of closed his eyes and went, yes, I can now see the future. As if he's some kind of mystic.
Yeah, he did that.
And I get, before we've had things where he's been like, oh, this is a fixed point and this is a not fixed point. We've had that before. And I can sort of buy him being in a point and being able to have some time sense about whether or not he can change what's going on right now.
Okay.
But then to be able to see all of history and all of the future, I think it's a bit much for this character. And I'm not sure I like it on him.
Yeah, that's almost like the Force.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's a power too far for the Doctor, for me. And it kind of recontextualises a lot of stuff that I'm not sure about. I don't think I like that. Just as an idea, it makes him a bit too powerful. And it makes him think, well, why didn't he see this and this and this? Or
Why didn't he see literally anything that happens in the show?
right. And be able to see any consequence of anything.
Mm-hmm.
So I tend to sort of think maybe he's guessing, or just
It was what he wants to see.
it's what he wanted to see, or he's or it's a history that he's been to, maybe, or something like that, just to explain it to myself because I think it's really silly. Like a lot of this episode.
Yeah. But we've watched it.
Yeah.
Let us know what you think.
Yeah, please do. Please do. Be kind.
Yeah, respectful discussion.
Respectful criticism.
You know.
Thank you for watching.
Yes, thank you very much. We'll see you for the next episode.
Outro.